Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about my latest rank 3. Now I actually did the rank up yesterday, but I kind of ran out of time to record video and some things weren't going as smoothly. So anyways, the video is coming here now, and I chose hulkbuster, as you probably can guess by the thumbnail and the picture right here. Before I get to showcasing hulkbuster in a few different scenarios, I want to talk about why and how some part of my rank ups are being managed. So if you have been following the streams for a while, you might have noticed that I was saying that I'm waiting until the missing defender list is getting posted in our alliance, and then before the season we kind of collectively do our rank ups. For most part, obviously we do rank up here and there throughout the season, pending some awesome pulls and things like that. But one of the bigger times to do the rank ups in our alliance is just before the war season starts, because we do have some changes here and there. Some people change battle groups, we have some people leave, we have some people come in, and we're always looking to improve our defense as well. And we all do it, in my opinion, in pretty much the best way possible, because officers effectively go over through all our rosters in the battle group, and then they list champions which they would like to have as rank 3 6 stars available for defense. And then we see which champions are missing. So it could be Thor Ragnarok, it could be hulkbuster, it could be Sentinel, it could be something else, and then we volunteer which champions we are willing to rank. And obviously we're never going to get every single champion that we want ranked up, but that is a very decent, in my opinion, way how to keep the interests of alliance in mind, but at the same time do not feel too aggressive, too intrusive on the player, because nobody's telling you to rank this champion, or you have to rank it. If you really don't want to rank something, you can just keep your mouth shut and say nothing. But most of the time, it's also a time when people kind of like jump to the opportunity to either do champion rank ups that they might not have necessarily thought they will make. And often, champions that you want to rank up for defense coincides with the champions that you want to rank up, period. Like, one of the first champions that I saw listed there was hulkbuster. And truth be told, I was pretty much planning to rank up hulkbuster regardless whether he was needed or not for defense, because currently my two options were Sentinel and hulkbuster. And I like both of those champions. I kind of feel that Sentinel would have been the pragmatic choice. This champion will definitely like benefit you a lot in the future, because he did already in the past. Every single chapter of Act 6 I ended up using Sentinel for one thing or another. And Sentinel might not be, quote-unquote, my favorite champion to play, but he has definitely already put in a ton of work on my account as a 5-star. And I have absolutely no doubt at some point in the future I will end up ranking up Sentinel as well. Because do not forget, when it comes to 6-star rank ups, we're currently only at rank 3 level. That means there's rank 4 and 5 to come as well. And by the time rank 4s and rank 5s are available, we're going to have a ton more champions going up to rank 2, rank 3. So at some point, I'm 100% convinced that I will rank up Sentinel, but today was the day for hulkbuster to go up, because I do think he's a great champion. I do think he has a ton of utility and a ton of potential, and there will be a few more videos in the upcoming week where I showcase some perhaps more interesting and perhaps more savage sides of hulkbuster, because the man is capable of some very interesting stuff. Right. But now that I have explained kind of like why and how I came to rank up hulkbuster, first we're gonna check a quick recording of this Winter Soldier fight. Now, using hulkbuster in Realm of Legends actually isn't all that easy, because the AI in Realm of Legends pretty much have no instinct of self-preservation, and they do not like to hold their block up. And if they do put the block on, they randomly drop it to strike you. And the point being is the AI is very, very, very weird. And hulkbuster, given the fact that you do want to ideally launch your special attacks in opponent's block, doesn't really like that. However, well, here we can see the first instance of why. Opponent was blocking, I wanted to strike, but he randomly started striking me. Luckily, he did put his block up here, so I'm going to go into my level 2 here. With only one shock on, we still did a decent amount of damage. Now we have 25k crit, 28k crit, no crit. That was like 30 something. 66k level 1 and 68k level 1 into another heavy attack. Just bait out that over there, and yeah, the fight is pretty much over at this point. We're gonna check out how many hits it took. Obviously, hulkbuster is running suicides and is fairly jazzed up at this point, but that was 31 hit fight. 31 hit fight is not too bad at all, if you ask me. Whoops, I need to take this down. But yeah, 31 hits to do 500,000 damage. It's quite solid. So damage potential is definitely there. Also, to explain the synergy that I'm running here, you can see that hulkbuster has Spider-Man that enhances his special attack damage by 30%. He has Sorcerer Supreme, who enhances his armor break potency by 30%. Sasquatch gives him an additional armor up, which is actually more important than people think, because he reduces the potency of bleed and poison effects per armor up, and that means he can heal from suicides even with like 1 or 2 armor ups. But when you get to 3 armor ups, you hardly take any bleed or poison damage, and that is like really helpful. I think let me just find where it is listed in his abilities. I think it should have been somewhere up there. Perhaps I forgot about it. No, it's definitely somewhere here. But okay. And his armor ups also reduce opponent's ability accuracy, which is like quite important. So anyways, the hulkbuster in itself doesn't really need any of these synergies. None of these synergies are vital to his core rotations or anything of the sort. But all of them kind of like jazz him up a bit, give him a bit better numbers, a bit quicker ramp up. But yeah, I definitely typically use hulkbuster without any of these synergies, and he doesn't really suffer all that much. So here, we're going to try and showcase him in Cavalier difficulty, because he's also one of the best options for both variations of tech Cavalier nodes that we have, because he has access to armor break, therefore he can passively heal block the opponent and gain the Furies, and he has obviously access to armor ups, therefore on the previous Cavalier node he was one of the beefier guys as well. So other than that, there is just Pessimist to deal with, so it's kind of like a perfect lane here to showcase hulkbuster, and I'm doing this fighting live as I commentate, so hopefully I do not mess up too much. But the whole point with hulkbuster, you want to do 2 things. You want to drop heavy attacks, and you want to put opponent in the corner, ideally, so you can spam those heavy attacks when the opportunity arises. Typically past the level 2, but we can see that the healing here is about to trigger, and because of that, I dropped my level 1 instead of level 2, which is kind of your bread and butter special attack. We can see that I have gained like 7 of them Furies, so at this point I should be able to hit quite hard, to be honest. I want to get to level 2, I suppose. Whatever, this is way overkill anyways. But yeah, hulkbuster was already one of my favorite champions to use for Cav EQ, even at rank 2. And at rank 3, I have absolutely no doubt that he will be doing some serious shredding. Not just in Cav EQ, not just as a defender, because he can be a relatively decent defender because he's stacked, he reduces opponent ability accuracy, he also, well, can regen and can inflict shock on opponents, which is also super helpful. Okay, at this point I just need him to throw a special. If he doesn't throw a special, I'm kind of a bit screwed, I think is the term I'm looking for. It's okay, I'm just going to go for regular hulkbuster rotation here, and that means I'm not really going to be getting any offensive benefit here. Okay, so let's go. Level 2 in a block, power drain, perfect, and just jazzercise up with them heavy attacks. Come on, one more, and a big level 1. Ooh, that was a nice level 1. That was a definitely quite juicy level 1. I like that. That was 100k on... Oh, man, hulkbuster is very, very fun champion. I can tell you that much, guys. Definitely. I'm not gonna do too much fighting here. As I said, I will try my best to actually post a hulkbuster guide on what to do, what not to do, what to be aware of, and things like that, and where he can be used. And then I'm probably also going to showcase a couple more kind of like light-hearted, more fun videos, just having a ton of fun with hulkbuster. Because this champion actually has quite significant cheese factor with him. And the reason for that is guaranteed stun on his level 1. So basically, most of the stand cheese lanes where you can use like your Stark Enhanced Spider-Man and Gambit and a ton of other champions, hulkbuster also works for, because the stand chance is guaranteed. Whoopsie. So I definitely messed this one up, but it's okay. He dead anyways. Right, so this wasn't the perfect fight by any means, and this has not been like a very excellent showcase, but it's just a little bit of a taste so you guys can know and see what you will be looking forward to. But yeah, the fact that he has guaranteed stun on his level 1 is actually very, very valuable as well, because on any kind of like, I think the node's called Brute Force and Power Reserve, and a whole bunch of other nodes, he can just infinitely stun the opponents as well. That's so cool. Absolutely love that. But yeah, that will pretty much be it for today's video. I don't want to keep you guys too long, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the cool buttons, and I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya! Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the